Amazon's new robot, Vulcan, doesn't look like a person or move like one.
This is the robotic gripper. This is the hand. These are paddles that can squeeze the item.
But it's doing a job that until now only people at Amazon could do, stowing thousands of items into bins.
Our hands are one of those most amazing parts of our bodies. And it's that physical intelligence, that physical AI that we're trying to give to the Vulcan robots.
While other robots rely on cameras, Vulcan is Amazon's first robot that's able to feel the items it touches, meaning it can handle way more items than past robots, choosing and placing them accurately.
So on a single shelf, you might be able to create a certain size space, maybe for a dog toy, but not for a basketball. The robot is doing that assessment.
So as Amazon empowers some of its 750,000 plus robots with more and more skills like ours, is Vulcan the robot that could finally eliminate the need for Amazon's human workforce?
There may be a reduction in workforce, but no, the workers will still be needed and the workers will be more efficient.
We went to Spokane, Washington to get the world's first look at Vulcan, fully in use on the warehouse floor, and ask its lead creator exactly how it works, why it's a game changer, and what's stopping robots from replacing all the people at Amazon warehouses like this one.
Welcome, Patrick.
Welcome to technocracy.news. Yes, indeed. This story involving Amazon. Amazon has declared this is a fundamental leap in robotic technology. That's the reason I'm showcasing it here, because there's no hands in this device that they've invented, but it has a human-like sense of touch, which means it can sense the pressure that it's applying to pick up soft things like Q-tips or whatever, and hard things like basketballs, etc. And this is a breakthrough for them at Amazon, and this may be the technology that basically will obsolete all of the workers at Amazon, certainly a bunch of them again. And you have to understand, Amazon is already automated with robots. Unbelievable how many people they've displaced over the years. But this new technology is going to be a blockbuster, I think.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's far off to where most of the warehouses and Amazon, big corporations are fully ran by robots.
Yes. And what does this mean for the workforce? Well, that one apologist for probably Amazon that said, well, there'll still be room for workers, not many.
Yeah.
But at this point, you need people with to oil the gears.
And the service.
The service people who will replace things, make sure things work. But that's going to be a minimal force, labor force at that point. Obviously technical, yes, but nevertheless, all of the workers that do all the repetitive work, they're going to be gone.
Mm-hmm. And
do we want this? You have to ask this question. Do we really want to obsolete all of these jobs? And, you talk to the people at Amazon who basically don't like the way their jobs are anyway, but they get a paycheck at least, right? And, you'll hear routine complaints like bathroom breaks. They're monitored on every move they make. And if they don't make the right move, the buzzer sounds, and they're scolded for being behind in their task list or whatever. Well, it's a really draconian place to work. And these people at this point that are setting us up for this surge of AI and robots, these people are looking basically at reforming all of society to be run like an Amazon warehouse. Just think of the possibilities. I don't know about you, but you can't imagine that anybody would have a buzzer on you.
Yeah.
with all of the stuff that you do in your studio, and where you go, and when you eat, and when you take a nap or whatever. It's totally oppressive.
Yeah.
But people put up with it because they need a paycheck. Well, if they don't have a paycheck anymore, then what are they going to do?
Yeah, I was about to say, what are all these people going to do once they are out of a job? And a lot of these people, they're living paycheck to paycheck, like you said. They're doing it for the paycheck. So, I mean, are they going to be dumped out onto the streets? And then,
that's about it. That's about it, honestly, because people who, let's face it, people who, and we need them. I'm not going to say that we don't need them, but people who work in a warehouse in the first place, they're at their skill level at that point. They're not programmers. They're not executives. They're not entrepreneurs. They're worker bees in a warehouse that demands repetition, and but nevertheless, they're doing that job and they're suited for it.
Mm-hmm.
What job, when you're done working at a warehouse, what kind of a job are you going to be suited for outside of a warehouse?
Yeah, without at least a year or two of training or going back to school for something which they can't afford.
Exactly, and maybe some of them just can't cut it anyway because they've already made their life choices to be a worker in a warehouse.
Yeah.
So, and that's no shame either, by the way. All these people that work there, just normal people like you and me, but they're going to be cast out the street eventually. And so Amazon is on this tear to fully automate their warehouses, top to bottom. You can just see the handwriting on the wall, and they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop because they're exporting their technology to all the other warehouses in the world, including even down to the docks that receive the shipments, the containers, all the way through to Walmart and Costco. All these people who run these huge warehouses. Well, they're going to be under this same type of technology. And this is just one area too, by the way. We're going to discuss others, but this one's really scary.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the impacts this is going to have going down the line as well. I mean, with all these people being dumped out of the streets, it's not just going to affect them, it's going to affect everyone because they're going to have to, I'm sure a big majority of them are going to have to resort to theft and crime to get what they need to survive. I mean, that's just the reality of it.
I know. I remember when Henry Ford invented the assembly line in the first place, early 1900s. He said he wanted to reduce the price of an automobile so that everybody could afford it, including the people that worked for him, right? Mm-hmm. And so the wage that got paid, actually, it was enough for people to afford a car. So people bought his cars along the way. And so now the workers are being displaced. Who's going to buy the stuff from Amazon at this point? There's nobody will have any money to buy anything from Amazon.
Yeah.
So the tables have turned on us.
And this is why Elon has commented many times on the need for a universal basic income with AI coming in, which, why don't we just not replace all the workers and keep the economy rolling and not replace everyone with robots so that these companies can make more of a profit? I mean,
yes, it's I think that the term is a Gordian knot. That's a type of a sailor's knot that can't be untangled, and they're weaving this thing as we speak, not understanding that it's going to be it will destroy society in the end.